Hey everyone, and welcome. Today we're going to talk about something that sounds really ancient and deep, but I promise you it's one of the most practical ideas you'll ever hear. We're talking about activating your mind's core operating system. So let's get right into it. Have you ever been here? I mean, really. You get all fired up, you decide you're going to make a change, you want to grow or find some deeper meaning, and then, bam, you hit a wall. You've got the why, but the how just seems like this huge, confusing mountain. It's a question that honestly stops so many of us in our tracks. And believe me, this isn't a new problem. This is the problem. Way back, thousands of years ago, there was this seeker named Sudana, and this guy went on an incredible journey, visiting more than 100 different teachers, basically because he was trying to answer this exact same question. Just look at these questions for a second. They're so real, right? Who hasn't asked these? Sudhana wasn't just looking for another little trick or a new meditation to add to his collection. No, he was hunting for something much bigger. He was looking for a single core lever. That one thing he could pull that would make everything else just click into place. He wanted something that was effective, efficient, and that he could actually stick with. And that search takes us right to one of the biggest traps in any kind of personal growth journey. It's this idea that to make progress, you have to collect and master this endless list of super complex practices. And what usually happens? We just get overwhelmed, confused, and eventually we just burn out. Okay, now this slide right here, this is the whole ball game. On the one hand, you have the myth. Grind it out, learn 1,000 things, and then maybe you'll get somewhere. But the reality, the secret that Sadhana finally discovered is that if you activate one single core mindset first, all the right practices and all the results start to happen automatically. It's the difference between brute force and, well, pure genius. So what was it? What was the big answer? When Sadhana finally met this legendary sage, Maitreya, he wasn't given some new secret technique. Nope. Instead, Maitreya showed him the one core lever he'd been searching for his whole life. And it wasn't something new to do. It was a state of mind to activate. And here it is, Bodhi Mind. Now, forget the fancy words for a second. The best way to think about this is as the operating system for your consciousness. It's not some far-off goal. It's the foundational software that, once you boot it up, just runs everything else in the background smoothly and automatically. This nails it perfectly. We spend so much of our time and energy chasing new apps, right? A new meditation app, a new productivity hack, a new diet, a new philosophy. But if your underlying operating system is slow or full of bugs, none of those apps are ever going to run right. The whole point is to fix the OS first. So if Bodhi Mind is an operating system, what are its features? What does it actually do? Well, once it's activated, it has 6 amazing core functions that are always running, totally transforming your inner world. Let's break them down. First up, it's a generation system. Think of Bodhi Mind as the source code for everything good. All those qualities we want, patience, compassion, clarity. You don't have to strain and struggle to create them. When the OS is running, they just start to grow naturally, like plants in really fertile soil. Second, it's a purification engine. This is literally your mind's built-in antivirus program. It's always running a scan in the background, gently and automatically cleaning up all that mental junk. The greed, the anger, the confusion, without you having to fight every single little battle. Third, you get a defense system. This is your mental firewall. When Bodhi Mind is stable, you build this incredible inner resilience. It's not that bad things don't happen anymore. They do. But they just can't crash your system. Difficult emotions and external events lose their power to completely take you over. Fourth, and this one is a huge one, you get an amplifier. This is a total game changer. Bodhi Mind acts like a force multiplier for everything positive you do. So every small act of kindness, every little moment of insight isn't just a small thing anymore. Its positive impact gets amplified, like 1,000 times over. Number 5 is the transmutation system, and this might be the most brilliant function of all. Instead of fighting your challenges or negative emotions, this system actually recycles them. It literally takes the poison of your afflictions and turns it into the medicine of wisdom. It's like mental alchemy, turning the lead of your struggles into pure gold. And finally, number 6, you get a navigation system. With Bodhi Mind up and running, it's like you have an internal GPS. You just naturally start to sense the right way to go. You avoid the dead ends and the confusing detours. It's like having a bright lamp in the dark that always shows you the very next step to take. Okay, so this operating system sounds pretty amazing, right? But now for the most important part. How do we actually install it? Well, the great news is you don't need some complex, week-long retreat. It all comes down to a really simple daily training model. And this is it. It's just a simple 3-part cycle. In the morning, you just calibrate your intention for the day. Throughout the day, you do these little micro check-ins, especially when you feel yourself getting pulled off course. And then at night, you dedicate all the energy of the day. The magic here isn't in how hard it is, but in how consistently you just keep pointing your mind back to this core, powerful idea. And what happens over time? This daily practice starts to change who you are. The goal isn't just to get better at doing practice. The real goal is to become a person who just naturally lives and dwells within this state of mind. This quote really just says it all, doesn't it? It completely reframes the whole mission. Stop trying to collect more techniques or be a better practitioner. The real work, the only work that matters, is learning how to live more and more stably inside this powerful, generative state of Bodhi mind. So I'm just going to leave you with this one question. It's not about what you did today or what fancy techniques you know. The only question that really matters, right here and right now, is this. Is your operating system activated?